The engine's low hum reverberated through the cabin as I drove down the desolate stretch of highway. The night was pitch black, the moon hidden behind thick clouds that seemed to smother any source of light. My knuckles clenched around the steering wheel, tension coursing through my body. I had always heard stories about the dangers of driving at night, but I never thought it would come to this. My journey began innocently enough. A late-night work emergency had me leaving the city far later than I intended. The clock on the dashboard taunted me, its digital numbers reading 2:43 a.m. My eyelids were heavy, my mind sluggish, and I knew that I was treading on dangerous ground. Yet I pressed on, the lines on the road hypnotizing me as I tried to stay awake. The radio crackled to life, a burst of static startling me. I reached to turn it off, but a voice cut through the noise, distant but chillingly clear. "Don't look back," it whispered, sending a shiver down my spine. My heart raced, and I glanced at the rearview mirror, unable to shake the feeling that someone was sitting in the back seat. There was no one there, just an empty darkness that seemed to swallow the sound of my pounding heart. I shook my head, chiding myself for letting exhaustion play tricks on my mind. But then, up ahead, I saw something that jolted me awake. A figure stood by the side of the road, their form barely visible in the faint glow of the headlights. I instinctively hit the brakes, my heart pounding as I brought the car to a stop. The figure was dressed in tattered clothes, their face obscured by shadows. Fear gripped me as I rolled down the window a crack, the acrid scent of decay wafting into the car. "Are you all right?" I managed to choke out, my voice barely more than a whisper. The figure turned its head slowly, the moonlight finally revealing its face. What I saw made my blood run cold. The skin hung loosely from its bones, its eyes hollow and lifeless. It grinned, revealing rows of jagged yellow teeth. "Need a ride?" it hissed, its voice a guttural rasp. Terror seized me, and I slammed my foot down on the gas pedal, the tires screeching as I tore away from the nightmarish scene. But no matter how fast I drove, the figure seemed to appear in my rearview mirror, drawing closer with every passing mile. Its laugh echoed in my ears, a maddening cacophony that drowned out the sound of the engine. I glanced at the clock again, the numbers now reading 3:33 a.m., the air inside